Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, this is the National Football League. As we'll see Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers versus Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And he's going to use his legs here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey on the toss right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Conner on the toss left side. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here's Murray from midfield. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Partner, there's no doubt in my mind the defense has to be excited. They should be excited after what they've done recently here. But guess what? My old coaches always used to say, when you're having that kind of success, be careful. Play your keys, play your techniques. Watch out for something coming at you.
Good job defending the run. Probably going to have to defend the pass here. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Greg Dortch now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here, and they start out with a nice gain and a quick first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First down, Arizona.
Murray now on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tip Ryman taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. McCaffrey on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now Purdy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have regained the lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Greg Dortch returning, taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Murray. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Purdy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to get this one to McBride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
Murray now running left off the option. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
And here's Murray on the keeper. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
To throw is Murray. Wilson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers 12-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. They run behind center with Connor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run here with Connor. Dances by him. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody down close, and he powers his way in here.
Ryland on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He finds Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, he has been the featured receiver on this drive. They've looked his way a number of times. Why not get it to him on 3rd down? And they do. And they're able to keep this drive moving.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
First down, Murray. And a loose football. And now off to the races down the right side. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
A second down throw for Purdy. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it.
Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So out now come the Cardinals. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
First down, Cardinals.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do. When he keeps the football, it's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And a short gain here down to the 22.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
Connor up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Purdy and the Niners down 28-21. A minute 16 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Purdy's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
What a pickup there, and maybe most importantly, he's able to get out of bounds and save their final timeout. So just a breakdown defensively. You've got to find a way to make that tackle in the field of play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounced back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Purdy.
It's complete to Robinson.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. To throw is Purdy.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Purdy to throw.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. That time a 6-play drive.
And the touchdown capped off by the PAT, and that means that we are likely heading to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And this taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's second down. First throw of overtime for Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They went to their big body tight end on second down in hopes that he could plow his way to a first down. But they were ready for him defensively and ended up holding him to a modest gain.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Purdy from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now, because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn the ball over, give them any other opportunities. One time, one shot, keep the ball, and they went for it and got it.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Purdy sets up to throw again.
That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Remember, again, a touchdown wouldn't win it just yet, but it can give them a big leg up. It's 2nd down. Now Purdy.
Over the middle, complete.
That's Robinson. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey.
And this is not going to do it, as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now 4th down. What do you do?
And after being stuffed on that play, it puts a little doubt in the minds of a head coach who has the football, I'm sure. Do we go for it here, or do we take the 3 points and continue to play on? Because you know he wants to get in the end zone. That ends the game. But I've been on the defensive side before. They've got to be energized right now and almost challenging them to go for it, because they've got to be confident.
And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
3 points here are a must. A touchdown would win it. Here's second down.
What can Murray do now with his drive?
A short one here, caught by McBride.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McBride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cardinals.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. A great game, partner. A spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.